Back for more, aren't you? We're finishing Fontaine today. Check everything. Nope, we don't have anything left to discuss, so... Buy 8 of these. Five of these. We can get one more Aerodiscerate. We're just straight up to level 70 from here. Damn. Have so many Windwheel Asters we need to grind. My god. I mean, we could finally focus our efforts back into leveling up Navia. Wait until 8 to 12 the next day. Just left the place.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Today's our big day!
Chapter 4, Act 5. Hard to believe we're actually getting out of here. Successfully say we've been arrested for our crimes.
Please, sign here. This document...
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
You can't be telling me.
I'm fine, thanks.
Let's go ask the Duke.
You seriously can't be telling me that things falling... Don't crash on me, game. Come on. Don't crash on me. Claire, what'd you do? Right when I was trying to record something. I'll be right back. Apologies for that, the internet cut out for a second, but we are so back. Let's get Navi up some more. To level 47. We have to save Childe from being forced to reenact the Shape of Water.
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the sea. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic.
Huh. You've got a... Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes.
Yep. It's you two.
Shame, really.
That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now says that. Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort
It's
you
like
out.
it's just
You're not going to see.
I knew you'd ask.
Well, you actually.
Ah,
no,
so
because
you-
it's like it's just
After
you know
being down here for so long.
the Spina de Rosula was like
Don't worry, we'll come back.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
it's like you know
Stay out of trouble.
stupid.
Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Miracle
Seems
is finished.
Sanguine.
We should probably go report to him. You're going to see Monsieur Nervulette?
I'm sure just your... You're right.
Nervulette. Metaman will let us in. Let's go save Fontaine. We haven't had to do combat in a hot solid forever, now that I think about it. Like, I don't think we fought anything in the entirety of Act 4.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, excuse me. Would you? I'll be right there. Sorry, I've.
Got her hands and her
Oh,
tail
it's
full.
so busy.
I mean, we do have a looming disaster on our hands. Oh, that jump cut.
Hello. You've come at the right... In the meantime, please, have a seat.
That's all right. We just
Very well.
let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish.
I can count the pixels on that clock.
All right. I should...
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Merit.
That's right.
Yes.
A ma-
Do you have any idea?
Judging from your description, that a whale of that size and shape cannot usually...
Immersed in primordial seawater?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. Yes? What is it?
Oh, right. We asked the Duke and he said.
It turns out that I have just received a report. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped.
The water levels rose.
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period. If the change in water levels is connected with the leak...
Navia should be in Poisson, right?
I would
Oh, no.
also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first.
There's no time to lose. Let's get going.
Please
It's-
be careful.
It's like this game is listening to me. Like, the moment I say... Freaking, oh yeah, this game is not... They won't do anything. They just forgot about Spina de Rosula. They bring it back with an Act 5. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll save the day. Rah, rah, woo. Here we are, the Spina de Rosula.
Oh no. What happened here?
Shit.
Navia should be around here.
Shit. Shit's happened. Are we really gonna resolve this with another Freddy court case?
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
What the hell happened?
I'm not young anymore.
He looks pretty sad.
Someone's sad.
My
My leg!
How could this have happened?
Just hang in there.
Hell happened here? Okay. Probably aren't.
there.
Something's happened, I tell you. Navia! She's okay!
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation.
Yes. As you...
Was that primordial?
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident.
Understood. I'll take over...
All right. You'll be...
You have to do a search and rescue in Poisson.
I see.
Right. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. The rushing water seemed a little odd. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have... Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible. But there have been... The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater. No one knows if this could happen again.
How awful.
It was quite frightening indeed.
Oh, damn.
I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we
Same.
can help Navia?
Thank you.
We're here to help.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here.
I'll... Sorry. I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems...
Are Melus and Silver dead?
Okay. The wounded are being tended. Of course, we should... Traveler. Paimon.
Huh?
Thank you.
The water really seems to be hating. Like, why do the water be hating? Oop. Heard of multiple booths so far, like got that Fatui booth. Got that pure Raider Lord booth of the Gata. We got Lesser Lord booth Sonali. Now we got that pure Ocean booth. What's next? A lighter to light all those booths at once?
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Dead.
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson,
Right. That's how things are now.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just...
Let her be.
Melus and Silver.
They're dead.
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the
Sorry.
rescue plan. They were helping and I've known them for so I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Melus and Silver, they're just...
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect...
I can understand.
See, it's not just me.
How could Mass... Yet the cemetery is the home of the...
Ooh.
Buying yourself a plot
Man.
and
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus.
Hey!
I'm quite serious.
that makes sense.
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us...
Personally,
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously.
Oh,
Alright,
she
I'll
couldn't fill their
remember your
requests.
requests. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit. I promise to let them rest in peace here. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess.
Paimon doesn't.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But Malus and Silver have helped me. So I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with
I'll
you.
be here.
By the way, you can have a look at this.
Obena. Can't. So.
It's okay. The overall outcome indicates that the cost.
Right. Malus and Silver were not.
You're right. What you said just now.
Oh.
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Arlecchino?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. As for these supplies,
Thank you.
Wait.
we just met recently.
Usually, thanks to the knave, Spina di Rosula received.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it wasn't. That said, I must say that you're.
I apologize for all the ways in which my subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend. As I've told this traveler before, I'm lending your organization
Without your help,
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver.
don't say that. As
Damn.
Paimon said, I've never liked hearing people put it that way.
You're right. But water is life to Fontaine's people.
So, you're one who.
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Terre. I still.
Hotel Boof.
By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll.
That is a clever and useful conversation. Traveler, I'm sure you and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the fortress of... Indeed. Allow me to... During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related. My people initially came to prepare for...
So, that.
I wanted to take... Linny told me that outside, which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearths members see each other as family. But Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also
Hurry
see
up.
you. I'm sure you already understand.
Stop the app and I'll go explore the ruins.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price.
Got it. So we.
Excuse me, but may I tag?
You wish to join?
But are you sure you're up to exploring?
Well, I'm set. There's no point in being depressed. Besides, I'm all.
Since you put it that way, I have no... All right.
Okay, the three of.
To the ruins, goddammit.
Step on up.
Still don't know what that area up there is for. To the ruins. Let's finish this. Frick this into this mess. Let's frick us out of it.
So, are these the ruins?
They seem to be pretty.
Let's go in and have.
Just be careful.
Let's go.
Make sure to keep up.
Let's bring back a classic member, Rosaria. Oh, we don't even get a sample character? Pathetic. What are y'all doing here?
Get them! Judgment! Surprise! Eat this!
Ooh, Zhongling is getting some serious damage. Like, I knew I wouldn't regret leveling her up, getting her maxed out.
Nice and spicy! Race you! Chip on up!
Scatter! Spring forth!
This guy shut it.
Out the frying pan, into the fire! Let the magic begin!
Finish him off. That.
Yeah!
So, looks like that food we've been prepping up this whole time is finally going to come to use. Heal Zhongling up to full.
The floor here isn't safe!
Or just completely anticipate the twist completely. Uh-oh.
This place has also been contaminated.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they've...
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous and it won't be any help. Don't get by my wrong.
No, you're right.
Well, it's time for me to come to use.
That complicates things.
In that case,
I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the...
all right. Oh no, it's a dead end. Let's try climbing over from the side.
I mean, we're not playing as a Fontanian.
Race you.
How old are these? Back to Lynette. Holy shit.
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge. Run, Mark!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Novia!
This-
Demoiselle?
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by your...
Maybe she just wants some time.
What
Yes,
the hell is this?
That's quite possible.
Oh, right. It must have. This is a familiar.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. I was just trying to recall.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our...
We were headed to see how.
Ah, right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too.
How.
I've been great. Thanks to your help, they were knocking at my door
Sometimes...
Oh, yes. Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're very... I don't know what we would have done without your help. So this is a little token.
Ah, did you cultivate?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants.
Very well.
Wait. Excuse me, Matt.
That's right.
No, it's nothing. I've heard this. And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time, Demoiselle.
We do?
Well, now...
Miss Navia, here you are. My trial.
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about.
Oh?
What the hell is going on here? We're in a weird.
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
The hell is this?
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness. Everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be Karina, Desiree, Joyville,
Oh, they're all dead.
Lillian, Essen. And as for the judge,
Please sit in the defendant's.
all right.
Typically, it wouldn't...
Ravenier's
Hey,
been
what kind of
dissolved.
place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Enough with the whisper.
My dear Miss Navia, as all here know, you, after you took over the Spina, you treated not only you, but your butt.
Wait,
Yes, correct. We are one big fam. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall.
everything you have.
Ah, well.
How? I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
The hell?
I seem to remember now.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She.
Stay here, Navia. You're one of...
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr.
She was born a free and independent spirit.
Her actions, please do not mistake.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. Even if Miss Navia only everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro. Now, I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay.
And you would call this justice? Report, have you forgotten how much you all once lost?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then.
As you said, we can also have
Free
our
V
own
will.
justice.
Free V, yes.
And that
Demoiselle,
Silver. I remember now. Everything that seemed Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
don't be afraid.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she can... Don't let them escape! We...
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn?
Uh-oh.
How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying? No more excuses.
She says we're jealous. Jealous.
Uh-oh.
How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss... Not... Silence.
That's...
Thank you, Nouvellette.
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The court will adjourn for the rest of the...
Our thanks.
Please leave with me, Miss...
But
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only...
Loose.
My apologies.
Hurry.
I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that...
Malus, Silver.
Quickly, you must...
Goodbye. Then what?
At least they still have a sense of self somehow. What the hell happened? Are you supposed to be dead?
No, wait! Just a second!
You're not dead?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were...
It looks like you're all...
Did all the sad feelings come?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When you were just about to be I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only were it not for their intervention.
Wait, did you say Oceanic?
Perhaps those 2
I always told them that...
Please come with me.
Guess they still did retain their sense of self.
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all...
Why do you look so... Oh, Paimon knows.
I merely thought that we... Sigewinne.
No way, don't worry.
I see. Well, that is good.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi.
Thank you. I have indeed been...
He still doesn't know what to talk about. So,
Yes?
this isn't going...
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but amid my astonishment, I ran...
Yeah.
Is this a Fatui trick?
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better
Wait,
now.
is that a chest?
I guess
No.
we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Enemy! Die!
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Oh, right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then! Over here!
I don't know why I thought Nouvellette was the villain.
Booba, get them! Judgment!
But how are the Fatui gonna steal the Gnosis this time? Like... Arashino's on our side. Still haven't yet to find where the hell Verina's Gnosis is, if she even has a Gnosis at all. Okay, we pull up, hop out at the after party.
Unstable path. Watch your step.
Have we sufficiently pulled up and hopped out at the after party yet? First try, not even close. Free shield, Charles. Shotgun. Triple DPS. Get these guys. Get these guys out of here. These abyss scum out of here. Probably should have saved that for next floors. Who knows what sort of heavenly tower nonsense we could like. Who knows? We could be brought back to what I've heard was the old domain. Aleph could have came back. Remember Aleph, right? AKA Cubert 2, Raiden Cubert.
Seems we're almost at the
And it's almost over. We're almost done. I'm almost free. This is it. I think this is the last one. Oh, the Ruin Guard's awakening. Oh, ain't that just great?
Nice and spicy.
Boba, kill his ass.
You me. Judgment. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Defense up.
Nice and spicy.
You're outing.
You can't run. Like. Let the magic begin. Out the frying pan, into the fire.
Start the thing. What are we starting? So, almost done with Fontaine. How's that thing? Is it the battle pass? That sure looks like the battle pass. Oh no! Oh wait, this doesn't look like the fountain area from the Abyss.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden space.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that
big. The hell do you mean? This place is huge. Still a ton of stuff in the chasm.
Stone slates. It seems like.
Perhaps we should just leave them be.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates.
The surrounding walls.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see.
It feels like some.
That would fit the circumstances dictate.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so.
And is that Lady Farina?
And is that.
The 4th image.
The people will all be dissolved into the water. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover.
Don't blame yourself.
Ooh, the Paimon's getting the chills. Just look this.
So, what's the
history of.
I really.
Still.
What info are we missing?
That's right. If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the 4th, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the 3rd, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the
could this
order is
represent?
reversed here.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the 3rd image. That means that the person in the 2nd image might.
Egeria, then. I had never. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the.
Did she herself commit that sin? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here.
But who
Could Egeria herself be here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come.
In that case, there's no time.
Yeah, we better get.
How are we supposed to head back? Let's get out of here. starting to get a bit creepy. Fontaine lore. Still doesn't go as hard as Samara lore, but it
Let's
still
split up
goes
here.
hard.
You still have.
Just head back to the flip.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work, Traveler. I will go talk to I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this?
She has long been harboring secrets and will not get.
Alright, we'll leave.
I will be kept.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Flivson. All right.
The Fluve, son. The Fluve. He really called that safe house the Fluve. The Fluve.
We're finally back.
Called that safe house the Fluve.
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
Yay! And there's good food too. Navi, no, the boss is the best. Ooh, desserts. Nice. These are all Paimon's. Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Oh, that voice. Is that who I...
Huh?
It's you two.
Mona?
What are you doing in...
What are you doing here? It's been a while. Is that one time when to bail you're out?
Seriously, nobody just...
Still, we didn't expect...
Well, I have some business to attend to here. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing. Nope. Although it is used by us in...
Wow!
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well. Astromancer, Barbeloth, Tristan...
Whoa, that's a...
My name means Mona the Great Astrologer.
Thrice as great?
I know, right? That's just how she is.
Talk about it.
Magistus is thus the calling
Well,
card
call
of
me the
schools, so to speak, which makes it about the
Magistus.
same as a surname.
That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're not fun...
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents...
Oh, that's a good thing.
Speaking of that, I'm sure
Yeah,
there's
shit's happened.
something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while, the invitation was sent quite early on.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less... scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of all Tevat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world.
A visionary?
The hell?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something
Thanks, Mona.
Oh, well.
That's the greatest of...
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks. Right, but we were able to recruit Mona's help, didn't we? Our Fontanian friends will thank us someday. Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, Traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack it up and get going.
Let's go. Nervelet. Let's go smack some. Let's go smack bitches. We've been going through it all this time. I'm still amazed something hasn't gone wrong.
You're here. It's Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina.
Oh, they fighting?
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been. It is not my intention to offend you, but look at this.
In Poisson.
You mean...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster. I will say this once more. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient...
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't... But you found...
That's correct. Which is why I came to ask you some... The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a...
I don't.
I'll ask you again. My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon...
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. I understand your concerns, but...
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but there are several indications that you have been This is not strange in itself, considering that you have never been as superficial at...
Well, since you know about my secret, there's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix. Just trust in me. That's all I have to say. We do not Oh! The opera...
You useless prick.
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door?
I assume you've been outside for...
Oh! You...
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Still, I do not understand. Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she has... We may have to create a...
Oh?
Normally, people will only reveal the
You're gonna
truth...
have to fight her?
We will need to consider this thoroughly.
Are we gonna have to do a trial?
Parties, and then do what we
I can finally play the Danganronpa 3 OST.
If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. But who...
Poisson.
Well, that's it. Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so...
And here you are, drinking tea.
That's what family should...
It's nice to enjoy...
Oh, we got the original gang back together.
Care for...
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me?
Then, how about you?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become it.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize.
That was a little long-winded.
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the... As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be...
Oh?
Well, it's just an expression.
Huh?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much publicity, right? This is a good chance to...
I see.
He is glad that you...
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
We're going to
recall.
So we're...
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger.
I've also gone...
I'm afraid not. Though that was their name, they did not hunt today. Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly. A trap comprises of the following components: bait, a trigger. So, if we...
For me, I would prefer our line of work...
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you?
Yes, and I even managed...
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit.
And I can be there
with discretion.
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. I'm remember that you liked.
I did.
Arcianals.
And that would be a good way to go about it.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear...
That makes sense. You used, but I do have one more. If we were to create a trap now.
I would like for it to be...
Kind, as always. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes...
Wait, what?
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey can...
Huh. We hadn't thought of...
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on... But we shall require much more courage than any...
Oh.
So, we're capturing Farina. What are we going to do? Into our Spinaderos Sulabes. Haven't been here in forever.
It's been a tough few days as... Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon... well... It's hard to say. Paimon doesn't have any experience. After all, you're the most reliable person... did you just pour... Paimon's never seen that...
Don't be frightened.
Ew.
What a straight... And yet, even you feel confused. Precisely. Call me... and the prophecy.
What?
People call such things fate, and it is so you've caught on. Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the other things that you...
What is she talking...
I believe that you understand ultimately. This was...
The voice.
So, there's still more to... There's still a window to dodge the prophecy.
What? Alright. Hey, it's you who's...
Well, I see
Mona,
I walked in on
what
some
are you
lively
doing here?
band.
Mona!
Fine, just fine. Not all fun.
Or...
Did she have...
Why, yes.
Or...
It was... I'm in full
Or...
support.
That's right!
Or...
Paimon's...
Yes.
Or...
About what we...
Negative Mora. Nope. No Mora whatsoever. Negative Mora.
Goodness gracious.
Get out of here, poor.
Are you serious?
She said that even the god's gaze has...
The
Or-
Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. But I've never met her. And
Whoa. The Hexens are...
their abilities alone are pretty terrifying.
Or...
Well, it's not like
Or-
Paimon could understand anything she said.
Yes, no Mora. She's
Yes,
poor.
she was quite cryptic. Perhaps
She's
it is
negative
something that
Mora.
you
I'm
cannot know right
screaming. Ah!
now. Traveler.
Oh, we're...
I see. I guess you could consider me someone who has often... But even so, perhaps
They could probably
that's what
cut
I
this
was
whole
trying to
Mona
tell you.
storyline,
You did
'cause,
originally think of
I
steering
don't
clear of
see
all
how
that.
this Mona story is irrelevant.
You do have a point.
It's relevant. Like, how is this relevant at all?
There I go, talking. It was worth trying to comfort. I suppose that might be...
Which day she's a baddie, but she's
Paimon
poor.
feels kind of hurt by what Mona said. Hey, Traveler. Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
So we're getting out and seeing the town before it's potentially destroyed. Okay. Sure, Paimon. I'll give you this last pleasure before you potentially die. Whatever the hell that whale was, because we're still yet to fight the boss that could be considered a weekly.
Huh? Let Paimon see. The underwater stronghold, the fortress of my recent attempts to enter the fort. Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus? So while the fortress's interior, journalist Charlotte's... Charlotte took so many awesome... She hasn't been able to get a hold of anything at the fortress, so since we... seriously? What?
Gotta move on. Yeah, keep going.
We're here!
What is that thing? It's feeling a bit empty.
Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 16 slices a day. It was so delicious the last time.
One slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after all. Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too?
Wait,
That's right.
do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work.
Addict!
Then
Addict!
someone told you one day that this place would be closed.
But why would it close?
Well,
Oh, the
Hypotheticals.
prophecy. To be no. It's the same for eating in general.
huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have these 2 slices are for you? See?
Oh, you know C-Twink?
I sure do. She said that I've got something else to do, so I'll be going now.
We have a whale to beat. We have a whale to beat up today.
And there she goes.
Cause like I don't know anything.
Let's dig in.
I am pretty sure that whale thinks the boss. Like, come on, like, it's the bit craziest entity we have. It's the only thing that seems like it could be weekly.
And the flavor gets even better with a sip of tea.
Arlecchino doesn't seem like she could be the boss. The doctor hasn't shown up.
We could always eat delicious.
I don't see how anything else could be the boss besides that stupid whale. Let's stock up on foods. Or I could just spend a ton of money on just bland recipes. Sure. Lasagna. Let's get some stat buffs, some healing. Hell yeah, we got a ton of ingredients here. Jam, we haven't got a good amount of that in a while. Cheese, bacon, sugar, crab roe, ham. We don't have any of that. I didn't notice. Buy some creme. Do we have anywhere to do a final bit of cooking before we go beat up a whale? I have a whale to murder.
Oh, we're near the Seabird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Oh, we're currently occupied. That's just great. Why must everyone be occupied by quests? Steak fart tart.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon! Ha! You got some nerve! Oh, you needn't. It's all right, though. Really?
Can I please hurry up?
Oh, Paimon.
Still,
I need to go kill a whale.
Ah, so she mentioned. She said that you're. Huh?
Hurry up.
Of course it doesn't.
Please, hurry up.
Not.
Oh.
So that's
Stop the yapping. I need to go kill a whale.
so much to get.
Wait, Charlotte. Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
Huh.
That's the prophecy. If you're seriously asking, then I might. From what I've seen, most people don't know what they. So, in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping it. Just think about it. If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed, and then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and I'm not a dreamer. But anyway,
That's.
Why do I have to go around and
Let's
actually?
go and take a look at the sea, shall we?
Which sea?
The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty. Paimon's been thinking.
Yes.
If it wasn't Fontaine, but no, Paimon should ask. We've always been moving to the
I'd
next
clap some cheeks.
destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking. You mean, still? Wait,
Try to stall until the
go?
moment Natland releases, because it wouldn't be loaded to be able to destroy Natland, so they could at least finish their story. And we also have to stall until the inevitable Sneznaya and Kyanria release. Finally, we're back.
Feels like it'll grow, but it's still better than the fortress.
So the two of you are still here.
Oh, you're from the Palais.
Yes, I'm Isadora. Not at all. Yes.
Let's hear.
Inside the opera.
A riot?
Well, that said, Lady Farina was watching a performance at the opera, loudly accusing her of doing nothing. And before she could respond, the crowd continued to grow.
So people have started to put the blame on.
I agree. People.
So what happened after?
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of, the Marechaussee Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Farina had.
So.
That's right. The Marechaussee. That said, I don't think there's much to worry
Farina's
about.
gone.
Good.
Don't worry. This is.
Is that so?
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. If we know Farina, she won't. And as we also know, when Nervalet was talking to her, it would be hard for her. Paimon thinks Farina's probably taken the. Well, what do you think? In that case, there's not a moment to lose.
I hate to say it, but Paimon's becoming useful. Takes this opportunity, level up Navia again. Got her to max. Still missing some water drops and Capellius parts. Let's go to Poisson.
This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Farina really be here?
She's right there.
Let's try to find her as soon as possible.
Found you, idiot.
That's Farina, right over there.
Shh! Shut up.
What was meant to happen? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What can I even do? Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina. Farina.
What? Who did that? They even dare to. Oh, and I'm sure Nivelette and those people from the Marechaussee Phantom.
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after.
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are. That's.
One thing she does know is she sure as hell can put on an act. Trolled.
This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot.
What? Oh,
hurry, they're almost...
Fine, I suppose.
What's with all the yapping?
No, I mean, I merely gave in to...
Yep, that's it.
Oh shit.
What's happened?
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
It can't be.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that.
Yeah, but the people of Poisson... It's true. I once had informants. I've tried but all my efforts, we cannot make an enemy of the divine. No, give up. Indeed, fate is really unreasonable, isn't it? It happened just now. It all became, as long as the final. Don't worry, Well, that's enough for now. Don't take any of what.
Come on,
Share. That's impossible. It was a witness. And if to that is...
Spit it out! Stop the unnecessary yapping and tell me what's going on. Why do I have to ask her face? Uh-oh. What the fuck? So that's what happened. Fell for my own ruddy trap.
Ladies and gentlemen, this now, without further ado...
So do not forget, however, that...
May I interpret these words as your refusal to... In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor.
You would draw your blade against a god?
Yes!
I see. It seems like you have made up...
Surrender?
I can't believe it.
What the heck is going on?
Wow.
Lady Farina.
It would seem that there has been...
Looking for excuse...
I raise my hands I'm sorry. You are not to be... But now, I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world...
Farina, stop the act. Stop the act.
Applaud and rejoice. Mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of fun.
Woohoo! Oh, no! Why does it feel like Farina just took over the whole thing? Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic...
All right, then. Who?
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's time. Danganronpa v Free OST.
Also, please allow me to ask, just how much work...
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks assigned to the Spina di Rosula, since they were rather straightforward and easy.
Navia,
most of the people who participated in the disturbance this
I guess I
morning
could
were
start
my
the trial
subordinates.
media.
They changed into plain clothes and came to the Opera House as regular audience members, waiting for the perfect opportunity to incite insurrection against you.
Oh yeah.
People's resentment against their Archon has been pour over. According to our understanding and analysis, so
We arranged for a second.
So, you mean...
And their goal was to force you to step into the giant map.
That's right.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used when I first performed at the Opera Epic Club, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and Erenie. Was an arc. My thanks, Farina. Without your help, we could never have pulled off such an extraordinary performance.
You're welcome?
Of course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support. The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of labor in Mora to pull this off. We had to select a location, construct the giant magic box, dig it.
So, in other words, the earthquake that...
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Then, I can guess you gathered a crowd. Prepare to stay, all so that as soon as...
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Florand, I must commend you. As for you, Shrub, you'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once... Oh?
We gave you a chance.
It's fine. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through to the...
Sir Prosecutor, please allow me to pass. This is a document that Miss Charlotte applied for.
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh! Let's Paimon see. Wait. So in other words, we can refer to this and let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
You defeated the Hydro Archon in the very first duels you took part in at the Opera House. That's one for the history books, all right. I didn't think that this is the first of Fatui Harbinger.
Searched everything.
She's an according to Monsieur Neuvillette, I nearly lost the words of someone as extraordinary as a witch can probably only be truly understood when something so...
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Oh, come on, Neuvillette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese. Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant and the lead actress of this performance,
What the hell is it?
I still haven't even been informed of my supposed guilt in all
Here we go.
of this. Of course, it is only natural for humans to struggle to understand the actions of a god.
Hard to believe we
However,
finally got the
we'll
opportunity
need more than that
to do
convict
Danganronpa
me
fruit
of a
tracks.
crime.
That's true. But my charge here is unrelated to your conduct as an Archon.
Yes.
Instead, I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been an Archon in the first place.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Hey, I came here thinking that we...
Charge accepted. Lady Farina. Lady Farina.
I plead not guilt. There is no way that I,
Where is your
otherwise
gnosis?
known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindred peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
Yeah, I'd never questioned...
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born. See? Even the Oratrice has just, if you wish to drop the case, I can promise you
An argument with near impossible.
Well, I tried. And if I was not...
First of all, you may be a member of another long-lived race, which would allow you to naturally possess an extended lifespan. And And second of all,
Who gave you that idea? Was it the name? You sink so low as to use a harbinger's
that's
words
wrong!
against
A prince. I once thought it possible, but in light of this claim,
Neverland sensed it too, huh?
Could be a member of the Abyss Order.
Well, it is true that it...
Well, don't start celebrating too early. Besides, everyone knows that the main difference between a human and a god is the possession of authority. Gods can do what humans cannot. That's why they're worshipped as gods. For centuries, manifestations of my authority have served the nation of Fontaine. One need only to turn their eyes towards the orchard.
Just say the line!
Cardinal in this very
No, that's wrong!
But weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared Childe to be guilty without any proof?
Didn't I make myself clear at the time?
Lady Farina, I believe a reminder of your current circumstances is in order.
Here we go.
While the court is in session, the principles of justice and the law must come before all else. While you are an Archon, you are also first and foremost the defendant in this trial. You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution.
I never thought.
That was no trick of rhetoric, Lady Farina.
So, you neither knew why Childe was declared guilty, nor do you understand the structure and operations of the Oratrice. Instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority you mentioned...
The real Hydro Archon. It is true that I did not know, but the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally. You can't...
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses. Seems like she's confident that we won't be able to produce proof that she has no power over the Oratrice.
I'll cut for those lies. Sure, Miss Farina. You can put this Oratrice aside for now, but let's be real. If you're really an Archon, prove it.
My power as an Archon.
If that poses a concern,
You don't need
This demonstration should be quite harmless. Surely you can at least match my capabilities or a fellow human vision.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or is it that you can't even wield the power of Hydro, much less the authority of a god?
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons, thus did I give you.
Isn't that? Yeah. No matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their power?
Seems like nobody's buying Farina's excuse.
Hey, come now, everyone. I'm still the same, please.
If what the prosecutor said is true...
Did she deceive all of us? Enough. That's enough. Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is? If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor...
Wow, she came up with yet another argument. How can we refute her now? Seems like she really doesn't...
I'll cut for your lies.
you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right...
Miss Navi, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution before addressing the court.
Super sorry, Mr. No. I brought some seawater from Poisson, including the... So, Mr. we are to believe that you are indeed the real fact, if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse. Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster, I do hope you'll act prudently. If Navia from the Spina de la Soup.
If Lady Farina is indeed just...
Lady Farina.
Well, of course you had to tell her that.
She's just staring.
What's going on?
Due to the inherent risk.
Hey!
Actually did it.
I'm fine. Look at me, every. Will you believe me?
Miss Seedwing?
See, don't be nervous.
Please announce the result.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms. She was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
Thank you, Miss Seedwing. Lady Farina.
Oh, wait. What did she just say? Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, however, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. After all, on the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur, we don't want anyone else.
Yeah, so out of regard for Farina's life, it's a great thing that the Listen to me, everyone. Think about it. How can also...
She's crazy. I tell you, she's crazy.
Anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your Archon.
Time to pull up argument arraignment.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone. The odds are just too stiff.
All the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think...
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone. She's too stacked against her now.
She's going sicko mode. Prove it.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina is...
What?
Guilty.
So, we did it. Lie's over.
We shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Anal...
Something's gonna happen. If it's blue, then
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique...
Well, what's wrong?
No.
Isn't that correct?
However, to be punished
That's actually one of the available...
The one and only time the death sentence has been
Farina's been sentenced to death by the Oratrice?
This outcome is indeed quite Is this sentence real?
Yeah, even Vache wasn't sentenced to death by the Oratrice.
Indeed. Not only is Farina's sentence overly excessive, the very point of... But now, the Oratrice...
Excuse me, if I may interrupt.
Wait,
is the trials...
Fremine! Huh, you finally made it.
Mm-hmm.
They found the first slate?
That the first prophecy slate? Huh. So the knave private...
I looked everywhere, but has the trial already
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremine. Please allow... Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other exist.
Huh? So what do you see?
I believe I've now made sense of...
Huh? Isn't the Hydro Arc, so when you say...
In truth, everything that you've encountered in... However, I'm uncertain as to how...
Okay, let's try to...
Nearing the end.
The first stone slate describes what you just said. It seems to show the previous Hydro Archon used. Does that mean that Fontanians of the second stone slate? This must be the point when the third slate shows the truth. Well, the fourth slate is the prophecy the Fontanians have been talking about. People dissolving into the sea. They didn't believe that such a crazy disaster.
The prophecy from the stone slates, the fortress of Narrowkeep was nearly flooded with primordial sea. If we had...
Got one.
We know from this...
Oceanids.
Perhaps from the It's not as simple as when Navia fell into the sea.
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea, but won't cease to exist. The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death, and Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress... The stone slate's contents can all be...
No clue which track to play here anymore, because I do know one thing is coming.
Oh, Paimon gets it now, but then if...
Let's hear them.
Incredible. We're not real humans.
We are fish.
All
I've been trying to tell
created by
Selena
the
this.
previous Hydro
We're
Archon.
fish.
The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontaine... Oh, and according to Navia, when she...
Indeed.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the first... That could also explain...
The Hydro Archon's
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon's creation...
Yeah, isn't it? So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the... In the end, the people will all be dissolved. Did Paimon get all that right?
So from the water we
Some
rise, and
I
to the
must
water
say
we
that
must
how much is-
return.
However, while you were able to decode all the information on the slate when we were at the ruins, I tried. Now that the slate collection is complete, I believe I should share this truth not only with you, your hypotheses regarding in the Fontaine of Old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land.
This is evolution.
The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon that, however, even though water as an element is intricately not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by appropriating the power of this planet. She poured primordial seawater into the... But if Fontanians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea. That is the true...
That's way too much information.
We're all
for me.
fish.
I think I'm just going... Wait, but if that's the truth, we can't let the...
This really might be too much information.
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the third and fourth stone slates was a key point of the visual on the third slate, is how all they have not been dissolved. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of... You may also recall Navia's experience. When she... Therefore, that the people of Fontaine shall try... Yes.
I think I'm following now. In truth, everything...
What should we do?
Huh.
If that's the case...
We're down to the final act.
I would like to point out another small... About the fourth slate. You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater beneath the fortress of Meripede served as the... However, I believe that as for the root cause of the catastrophe... This
the whale!
is just a small warning of the things to come.
It's the whale!
It was both
So if what we've been seeing is
If
true,
we're talking about a true
Child
that
is
can
trapped.
only be that thing inside the primordial sea, right?
the whale.
the truth, the original.
The whale is coming. The whale! The whale out-meted Meta Man! What? Child! He's back! Save us! Child. Child. Good. Child! He's gone!
That was way too close! How did that thing just burst into the Opera House? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your...
So we've met it at last. I understand very well that whale does not belong to Tevat. It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, and once it has finished consuming all of the...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created
Precisely. That whale Therefore, when it left the primordial sea, it decided to make it...
We just barely managed to push it.
That is correct. Indeed, it is more accurate to say from the way he looked. He must have been fighting...
That battle maniac. We've always known... Anyway, now that we know that this whale is the actual...
It is too late. It had already absorbed too much of the primordial sea, even if the entirety of Tevat...
We've already done everything
Nuh-uh.
so far. You can't just tell me that the last hurdle is some impossible foe. That's just not fair.
Indeed, that's not how a grand performance should end.
I'll fight it to the end, no matter what.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled.
Do this!
You may view such...
Got a rails to beat up!
Just as prophecies are you. Ultimately, fate shall serve as your only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future.
Oratrice!
Oh, what's happening with the Oratrice?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Farina!
It's time to play the final Danganronpa music.
I need answers.
Sitting on her throne, the Hydro Archon shall weep. That is a fat ass blade. Do we have a fight? Who the hell are you?
You.
Sorry.
Farina?
Shocked expression.
You are not Farina.
Ah, the sweet sound of
Focolo.
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness no, the heavenly principle.
Deceiving the...
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust up. She knew full, and as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather.
So our
impossible
Archon
situation I
is
found
Madam
myself
Identity
in.
Crisis.
I spent a terribly long time mulling it over. Alone on the ocean, I had to outwit the I'm a genius, I know. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as nigh the me you see before. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. Her strengths were of a... But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly Anyway, all part of the plan of... Do you still remember the final scene? In order that the prophecy might appear under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she... Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the I suppose now you probably understand.
But Farina is only... Even though she has had a long life, her mind... I cannot be...
It has indeed. It's been 5 and all along.
What angst?
She's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely.
What now? I have a whale to murder. Uh-oh. We got a fighting coming, don't we? Argument and theme is ready. Let's go. Let's go on stage. Let's perform our play, shall we? Farina, my lady, what the frick?
Oh? Who permitted you to come onto the stage? Now, I understand. All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontainians are upon me. I must... audience. The performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
First to react.
Surprise! At the frying pan, it's judgment!
Scatter!
Be amazed!
That
You can't run!
the last combat section.
You're toast! Over here! Nice and spicy! Step on up!
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Boba, get them! Judgment! Let the magic begin!
Propagate! Germinate! Scatter!
Light.
Surprise! Over here!
Uh-oh. Total lack of immersion. Why aren't we in the crowd?
Farina. Huh? Who's that?
Vocalors.
Who's calling me? Where are you? Be not nervous. Be not wait a moment. You're mirror me? Mirror me. The prophecy. What prophecy? The people will all... Oh. What? But... I will tell you. As for... But if there were scales with all the... I suppose this would all... Huh? Don't worry. It's nothing. Listen. Play at... That's right. If you can keep it up, then up... But... Don't worry. What you must do is not to... Being a human yourself. Remember. So... To accomplish this mission, but... A trial.
Act 2. She's interrupting. Shh. Skill issue. What place is it?
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession, but this
It's that
is
red
my
area of
first
the
time
Hydra.
facing the people. What should I say? To
It's
most
below the
appear
snow
like a
area.
god,
2 areas
To be
below the
honest,
snow area.
I still. I'm sure you've all heard. In truth, as the god Focalor, once again, this. I thought I
Hold
made
on.
a rumor, but thankfully, I was able to convey.
Let's finish this.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestion.
Shouldn't gods be all powerful? She's being so modest.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen.
Wait, what's going right? Mir, calm down, Farina. Assertive, with a strong.
Yes.
Now, I was wondering if some well, it's you may consider my previous. Now then.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were...
Personality? It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful.
Got that, Riz.
Right after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this flow. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you.
Wait, no, we're giving them the
I've
option
heard
to
it
stop.
said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. The scales of may law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us. There is no. So long as I.
You did it. Act 3. The Opera House. We have to fight someone?
Lady Farina, here are today's...
Come now. Besides,
if I...
a magnificent.
That's true,
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now.
She's like, no one will ever get me. Shame no one did. No one ever did get her.
Lady Farina,
No need to thank me. All right. Deote.
He is doing much better now. In fact, he is... Oh, you're such a gent.
There's probably a ton of hidden meaning here I could care less to understand. I just want to go fight in the whale already.
Lady Farina.
I see. It's as I thought then. All manner of signs.
Well...
Really?
I'm...
Played a role, and time for bed. Honk shoe. Me. Honk shoe.
The day is finally over, but it's good to see that maybe this is fine.
Act 4. Please hurry up with the yapping.
Lady Farina, here are the new...
They'll...
Lady Farina.
Indeed, my dear...
Is it really?
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant...
Understood. Keep... I feel utterly...
Act 5. When will the yapping end? Scene 182,000. What?
Lady Farina, I've heard that the first member of our family who was honored to... Are you crying?
Just think of it.
This must be the overflow of hydro from my person.
It's been a while.
Well, can't quite help being the god. So, in hundreds of years, I never imagined, have I? I want to tell I've conducted so. All I can do is keep up.
Act, Farina and...
Farina, although I don't know what you might be
Share. That's impossible.
But even if your burden doesn't need, just share it with me.
A witness. And if to that... He's right. But if things don't... No, Farina. But what if... Farina, you've worked... Is it such an outrageous thing to do if you let this opportunity think about it long and hard?
And then it'll end. Hurry up.
No. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to...
Stage!
Fine.
Should've took that chance, Farina. Maybe we...
So even Farina doesn't know the truth?
Yes, it had to. She did very well. If she had let her, it seems that trusting human.
I believe that I understand. How would you build on this foundation to...
Ah, good, good. Of course, the Eudex of Fontaine has... I'm sure you've long...
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human... It now seems that that person...
And then I became one with the oratories, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me.
Liney was this close?
Alas, you're under... In truth, it is no... Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, my work over these last... But really, some have already... The vast majority has been... Had to be.
It was all part...
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, but...
So the oratrice's call for death was the destruction of that divine throne.
Returning what's rightful. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the High...
Let's... The new Hydra Archon now?
No, what? The authority of the ancient dragon.
All you've done throughout...
I've never quite seen it that...
Why am I starting to ship it now?
Hydro Dragon.
Stop crying, bitch!
I must say, had it been within my rights, I would... Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea. And I, for my part, am the god of justice. Speaking of justice, I have always believed that so, if the theft of the primordial sea, then, leaving matters of procedural right and wrong aside, the descent, in other words, exists defying the prophecy. At this point, Eudex Nervilette, the high...
So when I was invited to the court at last, in the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living, you are, things being as they are. Surely you know that I could never declare them to be...
What if he does? What if he does?
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common.
This is starting to sound more like a tech mod than I thought. Like, she's been the entirety of Fontaine's been kept in LV. She's been secretly progressing her own stuff into frickin' UV tier. She acquired Infinity. And now she's going to end herself with it. Let me end the whale. Six now. Damn. Plus one hell of an exit. Show's over. Can I please go fight the whale now? I have a whale I need to go murder. Nouvelette has become God. We have a God on our side.
I, Eudex Nouvelette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
He's literally just, I am Jesus Christ. Meant to happen? Is the whale that strong? Where is the whale anyways? Like, I have a whale I need to go beat up. To save the bro.
Was that bright light some...
But since...
It's time to end this. I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our core, Traveler. Now that the oratories can no longer function, the root of the calamities befalling Fontaine, the beast that enacts the prophecy, its name is the all-devouring narwhal. Come with me, Traveler.
Why is the final boss of Fontaine a fat-ass fish? Here we are. It's him. Her. It. I don't know. I'm not asking the pronouns of I'm not asking this narwhal's pronouns.
But how are we going to do that? It's huge!
So, here we are.
My best to separate power from the way. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together.
They're getting damage. This is good. Something at least. Draining.
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour.
continue to trigger its hostility. It will present itself.
Okay, so these blocks are opening. It's coming. Narwhal. Scenario looks way too familiar.
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment. Use my power to suppress its root from within.
Drop the base!
The authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordial sea.
Base tank everything. Big damage on the shield. Ooh, more big damage. More big damage. Nice. Lock in. Lock in. Locking in. We're more locked in. What? We're so locked in, not even lock-picking lawyer can unlock us in. Food. Oh, he's broken out. Now's our chance. Execute this thing. Dad. Triple game. Huh? What'd you do to him?
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it...
That power.
It's just that he has the impression.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. So you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of the planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that... All in all... the point...
Well, being that the... So what sort of person is...
Oh, right. His name is Sertologi.
I am unfamiliar.
Huh. So Master is insufficiently famous.
The foul.
Still not...
Oh, that one we've heard. Right?
Oh. So you do know, but I suppose you understand now, yes?
Wait, didn't you also...
Actually, never mind that. That the all-devouring narwhal, such roiling hydro energies will... As such, the font, in other words, the...
What?
Not to worry.
We've done it. We've trolled the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Bird. You're so back.
Hey! Help! Over here!
Water's gonna be gone somehow, right? Fontaine still has to be explorable after the Archon quest. There's the plan. That's what that ship is for. Hell yeah.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue. Hurry! Hey, lend a hand.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. I am too much drowning. We are all under the water. Please help me.
Look, the water's receding.
So back. I mean, hey, everything needs a good clean power washing.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong.
We are yelling. We yell at your face, heavenly principles. Get fucked. To the heavenly principles. We laugh and spit on your face. Get fucked.
The prophecy was wrong.
Da da ba. Da da da. A brand new day. A brand new day.
The soul renewed. The Serenity resumed old soil, skyship, the various people.
Boring. Boring.
Wow, Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The value for these big Edwin's assistant Jurier created.
Paimon's curious too.
And that's exactly why. Oh, this time.
It's almost over. This story's almost done. We have almost no more story left in Genshin Impact. In that day, what would I be? So the Fontaine Act 5's first half was essentially an act of trolling.
Oh, it's you.
On levels
What
unimaginable.
brings you all here?
Unimaginable amounts of trolling.
I'm here to update myself on how things are. Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt. Our residents are hard at.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of, but if you don't mind,
I get where you're coming from.
that would be fine.
Oh, you're back too.
I have one question.
We finished laying down the construction
Where the
materials.
fuck is the Gnosis?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more
Oh, wait, just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know...
Forget it.
Oh, I see you're the same...
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake...
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
Was it a good
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
We could have wholeheartely removed Charlotte from the story.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at...
Wow.
We could have completely
I'll hazard a guess
removed
that this
Charlotte
is how
from
you got
the
that interview
story.
at the Fortress of Meripede.
Whoa, you're well informed.
That's a...
In truth, Monsieur Nip, I told him that it was best not to speak too soon.
You're right. I've got...
Stay safe now. And...
Hold on a second. We are so back. Let's skedaddle to the Fortress of Meropida. Business do we have to serve?
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgia.
Looks like you've been missing it.
Duke! Did you come?
Of course.
It's an honor to find...
No need to thank me.
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Hey,
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her...
Sir, please don't...
But it looks like...
No, I just...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edward, the boat that brought about... Still, if I might add... Looks like...
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels.
Really?
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps...
Did you really have to use the word cut? Well, then, two so...
They're in love with each other.
Please, someone help me.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to...
Ah, see...
Hey, Miss Sharp. Sure.
Huh? Sure. Do I have to smile? So,
Already are.
how have things been
Same old as you...
Other than that flying ship, I got a tad...
That's why I decided to let the interview go through.
You're too kind, sir.
I see. Lots of things happen.
He sure did win.
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine.
Oh,
What change can there be? As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave...
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
Okay, Charlotte. Don't care. Stop yapping.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day.
Charlotte, stop yapping
Thanks for your
challenge.
cooperation.
Impossible.
Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be
For you
next
to
time-
think you could just parade me around.
I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then.
Oh, she won't.
All right.
Not if I
Let's
kill
dock
her.
at the docks.
So, right back where we started. All of this, just catch thief. All we wanted to do. Just wanted to catch thief. Look at where that put us. Thanks, but can I sail to Natlan now? We have a PvP arc I need to go work on. Did the magic pockets help?
They really are!
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The what
Trick a friend.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
We need friends.
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine social.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey
Lynette, could you
Got it.
My,
That
that
my
Charlotte
beloved.
is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. Father says that you did a great deal during the
That's alright.
Oh, I guess after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Nervilette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic
God
gift.
damn it!
A diplomatic gift? No.
Yes, I was quite surprised at first. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as things. Furthermore, Father.
That's true.
I would agree. I suspect you'll have to.
Are we going to be able?
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Arlecchino? What are you doing here?
Father.
Well, what do you know?
Why?
Are you going to take the note?
That is our duty. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. Switching my masks. Well, that depends on many things. As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things
think about it.
cannot be achieved alone.
Maybe this knows necessary sacrifice.
Partners.
Now we have an ally.
A vision.
Now we have an ally, actually. Arlecchino's ally.
Huh? You. Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Exterminate her.
Hello. That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like. I would. The sea breeze is quite pleasant.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an.
Why do they call her father?
I didn't even dare to take a
Is she
picture.
canonically transgender?
Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my
I don't
pre-scheduled
care.
interviews.
Like,
Thank you all. This will be more than enough for me to write about.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you.
To move things about?
That's right. Fun. I guess this must be life. All right then. We'll be handing.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see her Nervilette soon?
can we please just get this over with? I want to freaking be done with this act. I want to finally be able to start something new. Like, why? The real question I've been asking this whole time.
Over here.
Why the hell is Interlude Act 2 so annoying to unlock in comparison to everything else? Again, AR-40, which means by then you'll have already started Fontaine. And yet it's set to take place before the events of Sumeru. I guess Novelette's new Hydro Archon.
So, you really are here, Nervilette. I didn't think you were going to have.
Metaman.
Really? Oh, I suppose you. In any case, you came at a good time.
Aw, alright, let's have it.
It is.
How did he delete /kill the whale?
destroy the divine throne of the Hydro Archon, but Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did.
For me, the authority of the ancient Fontanians were incomplete but so long as those primordial energies remain within them. In other words, when I gave my verdict,
Fossilor must have counted on you to make that decision. Yeah!
it seems from your expressions that
And
you
we
still
have left
more
the
things
water
you wish
again.
to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I have investigated his case along many avenues, but whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to as for the judgment passed by the whether it was due to that liability by association or Fossilor.
Guess Fossilor. Hang on a second. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become.
Life has always flowed like water. Do you?
Yeah! Lynette said the fountain.
In truth, even those couples did not know. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would.
Paimon.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Not the future, Fontaine.
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not. I related Fossilor's words to her faithfully and completely. She simply said that she was. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of it.
But.
You need not worry. I will make. In truth, I am somewhat happy, but now that she no longer has to play the role of.
What about you then?
After Fossilor
Where
passed
is
on,
Farina gonna
the
move?
Oratrice also ceased. This matter will directly affect our trials.
Looks like you're still considering.
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that, as such, before I attend to my other responsibilities. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem.
That's true. Wait, but the various Maxim machines.
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute.
Wow.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Not the Gnosis. Why?
Leaving aside their intentionality, their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this, the Oratrice has ceased to function. As such, it has lost all meaning. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we
What complicated consideration?
ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
At my
We'll
next
soon
stop.
Be heading to Nap. I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide. As far as I'm aware,
Nation of Dragons.
no, I suspect that I would. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan is also the nation of war. There is one other piece of information
PvP.
I got incidentally from my negotiate. The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring.
Capitano.
Sounds like a.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I
Now
know.
for.
Hang on. When we spoke to Linny earlier, we guessed that there might be.
No wonder the House of. So regarding this specific issue, I was just. In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
What happened?
Well, we're going to head to.
Gone.
I can finally It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons. But with something very I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
I do not know what
Is this
You
Abyss
should
Order?
have the remains of the
remains.
Huh. According to
Well, that much is true. After Fossil, but I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner
So
that
the
you just did.
7 are deferred to.
I've been training
Okay.
with my master, the Fowl, ever since I was young. And I have never returned. It is only natural for regardless, to live in itself is a blessing.
So we have
But when
7
the person
descenders.
dies,
The first
the
one
bonds
are
he
deadly
once had with this world shall all
The
turn
third
to
is
curses.
7.
What do you
The
mean?
fourth is us.
No need to fret.
This third.
Master never. If you're interested, though, I could.
Next time, you believe.
I do.
Is it over? Can I please go to bed?
That's what she told me.
The remains of. So that's what the Gnosis actually.
All the same, assuming that there was.
And she said that it would bring Miss.
If she speaks the truth,
Apparently I'm the fourth.
I guess that you might already be familiar. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceeding.
Like, No, let's not think about comparing the Traveler to the dead third descent.
Don't worry, I won't die.
once Childe recovers...
I too believe it unwise to make too many blood.
Alright.
Yes.
But...
I suppose that would be the mystery. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishing life flow, and what ultimately?
And this is it! Chapter 4, Act 5, Masquerade of the Guilty. And so Chapter 4, Act 5 is finally done. I can finally go to bed and continue this tomorrow. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and see y'all next time. Goodbye.